President Biden is fighting right now for his political future. He's losing more high-profile support.
So when Joy Behar talks about certain celebrities not being in Biden's corner now, she's referring to this op-ed piece that George Clooney did for the New York Times titled, "I love Joe Biden, but we need a new nominee." As you can see here, George Clooney next to Biden, Julia Roberts, and Obama at this Democratic fundraiser June 15th in LA. But then the Trump versus Biden debate happened June 27th.
For the ability.
Now, interestingly enough, it wasn't just the debate that actually made him lose hope for Joe Biden, but listen to this.
George Clooney wrote an op-ed piece in the New York Times claiming that after he saw Biden's condition at the recent fundraiser, he doesn't think he's up for the gig. George Clooney, couldn't he tell him that in person, for God's sakes? He has to write an op-ed piece?
So Joey Behar is obviously upset, said that George Clooney should have just spoke to him in person. Yeah, I mean, that's what a normal person would do, but I think maybe he just lost hope after that. He was like, what's the point of talking to the man? I don't think this guy has what it takes. I'm not being his personal defense man here. That's just what I'm speculating.
I don't think they understand what's at stake yet. When you see that these two people, Trump, the convicted felon, is neck and neck with a man who actually saved the economy. The World Bank said last month that the U.S. economy under Biden is boosting up the entire global economy right now.
That's it, folks. Apparently, as of last month, the economy is just booming.
Why doesn't George Clooney mention that in his op-ed piece?
Everything's okay now. You know, things are just looking great.
I'm mad at George Clooney right now, even though we dated.
Wait, Joey Behar and George Clooney dated?
I wish.
Oh.
I don't like that George Clooney did this. I don't like that George Clooney aired this dirty laundry to the world.
I mean, look, I somewhat agree. I'm one of those people who doesn't like to get too political out in public.
I think that these conversations are happening. I think they should be happening because our democracy is at stake. But they should be happening privately with the commander-in-chief, who we should have the utmost respect for.
But I also can't really scrutinize people for having an opinion. And if they want to make it public, that's fine. I also think if I agree or disagree with someone else's politics, it's not going to stop me from going to watch their movies. I don't think he has any responsibility to be like Joe Biden's best friend. He has to go to Biden to speak about his mental decline.
This is a man who saved the soul of our country, and this is the man who has a record that he can stand on.
He saved the soul of your country, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I think the level of glazing on presidents is ridiculous. I'm kind of taking George's side here. He has the free will to go say what he wishes. He doesn't need to speak privately with anyone. It's super dumb. So what George Clooney specifically wrote in this New York Times piece was, it's devastating to say it, but the Joe Biden I was with 3 weeks ago at the fundraiser was not the Joe big fucking deal Biden of 2010. He wasn't even the Joe Biden of 2020. He was the same man we all witnessed at the debate. Oh my God. Woo! So at the campaign fundraiser back in June 15th, Barack and Biden had an interview with Jimmy Kimmel on stage. And this is kind of the state we're in with Biden right now. The man just completely pauses. I think he conserves energy or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. But you see Barack walking him out. Poor thing. I think Obama is just used to it at this point. I think a lot of people are. It's kind of just the Biden swag at this point. So Academy Award winner and Democrat fundraiser Michael Douglas was on The View and was actually asked about George Clooney's statement on Biden.
George Clooney just came out with an op-ed calling for Biden to step aside. Would you like to respond to that?
Well, I think it's a valid point. I'm deeply, deeply concerned. I mean, especially it's difficult because the Democrats have a big bench. I mean, they've got a lot of heavy hitters.
I'm surprised this girl didn't have the same energy when Michael said he agrees with George Clooney. Listen to her here.
I don't like that George Clooney did this.
I mean, it was relatively simple. I mean, you just, first of all, they should have just told the president to stand up, put a little makeup on him, you know, for the debate, which didn't help him.
So the View hosts are saying they should have put makeup on Biden. They should have had him looking at the right camera and stuff. These people really think the man can be saved.
And then where to look.
And call the other guy a convicted felon.
And call the other guy, and just don't deal with all your facts, just deal with his lies.
Yeah. Just say you're a liar. That's a lie. That's another lie.
It's pretty sad when you have an active president that people are saying, throw makeup on him. Give the man some Adderall. Splash some water on his face. But anyway, folks, that is the news for today. That's what the folks have to say about Biden right now. Let me know what you guys think about this story in those comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys know the drill. Ta-ta for now.